Hey, what's up, guys? Ryan Kostrowski here with the DFS 5-pack. So, day 2 of what I'm calling DFS 5-packs tip of the day. It's where we take just 2 or 3 minutes every day and talk about daily fantasy sports and some of the things that go into it. Try to keep it quick and short and to the point. I know I have a tendency to ramble, so I'll try not to. But, guys, sometimes I can't help myself. So, if it happens, it happens. But I will try to keep it to the point. Anyways, guys, so moving along. If you're new to the show, once again, my name is Ryan Kostrowski. This is the DFS 5-pack. We appreciate any and all types of support we get from the audience. You guys are really what makes this go. So if you're new to the station, the easiest thing you can do is press that red button that says subscribe. For all of our loyal, longtime viewers, I bring it up all the time. It really does help us a ton when you thumbs up the video. It helps us kind of float around YouTube a little bit more effectively, so that is appreciated. If you want the full breakdown of the entire show that goes along with it, baseball, basketball, football, go sign up to be a member. And if you just appreciate the free content but don't really feel like ponying up the money for a membership, I completely understand. If you just want to buy us a glass of scotch or something like that every month, whatever it might be, you can do a small dollar pledge per month at patreon.com. All of that is available below in the description section. But what is today's tip? For me, real life, man. Real life gets in the way of DFS, but it should also be more important than daily fantasy sports, guys. You all know how much I love DFS. I've made my career around it. It's pretty much the only thing I do for fun. I don't have much of a life. I hang with my kids a little bit, and I play DFS. But it is important to remember what your real life schedule is. We are in the midst of NBA season right now, and there is no game that changes as quickly and as constantly as the NBA does when it comes to daily fantasy sports. You need to be around, guys. Got to know your real life schedule. So last night was a perfect example of it. We had a wacky Wednesday. We had Mirotic get called out late, and we all know what happens when Mirotic is out. You got to roll over to Julius Randle. He was big time. If you didn't play him, it was still possible to cash because there were so many good plays last night, but it became a lot harder if you didn't have Julius Randle. I'll tell you that much. NBA is the biggest one for this, but the other part of it is I know my kids' wrestling season starts this weekend, and I got to be out of town at this school at 7:30 a.m. on Sunday. So while I'm pretty confident that we'll have enough news to make NFL lineups without it, I'll play lighter than normal on Sunday. I just will. I don't like it. I'd rather be around to watch the games than play a little bit heavier, but because my kids got to take priority. I know. Y'all probably think the same thing. I know I'll play a little lighter. What happens if I'm busy and the internet's terrible out at the school out in the middle of nowhere, and then all of a sudden I find out that Antonio Brown hurt himself in warmups or something like that, and I can't make that pivot? I don't want to flush extra money down the toilet just because I couldn't be around. So know your real life schedule. The other thing is, and this comes from all of us, so it's really easy. And you got to try to make it a priority not to let DFS consume you too much. And that is to make, your kids, your significant other, whatever it is, your work, your real life work, a higher priority than daily fantasy sports. It is so easy that when, I can just picture my daughter saying it right now, Dad, can we play a game? No, I'm working on my lineups. Get out of here, kids. Scram. Like, that's a really easy thing to have happen. But remember that real life is more important. And it's tough some days. I get it. You want to win that money. You want to be successful with your little DFS things. I totally get it, but it is important for us to remember, mostly as men, but for anybody playing this game, that, family and things like that need to come in first, and your real jobs need to come in priority. I know I used to have a real full-time job outside of this, and it would be way more fun to be setting DFS lineups during the afternoon than pounding out cold calls or something like that. But we got to make it a priority. So just a reminder, know your schedule before reserving contests, but also take a day off once a week to focus on family stuff or work stuff or whatever it might be. All right, guys, that's today's tip. If you haven't done it yet, go hit that red button that says subscribe to the station. We will be doing these almost every single day. Just a good way to have a little fun, bring out a little extra content to you guys, and everything that you do for us is sincerely appreciated. Have yourself a good one, and we'll see you soon.